Talking about this self-love of a thing, people normally say that self-love is a sin. Okay, please, sir, can you please throw more light on self-love? Is it really selfishness, arrogance, or pride? Because people normally say that when you love yourself first, that means you don't care about others. So can you please throw more light on self-love, what it means, and is what they are saying about it true?
Self-love
Okay.
is very important. You know, in life, when we talk about relationship, it is in three ways. That is relationship with God, relationship with your fellow human being. These are two. Then relationship with yourself is another one,
Okay.
making it three. So you cannot relate well with others if you don't love yourself. Self-love is very important. So you must love yourself. And that is why Jesus made us to understand in the book of Matthew chapter 22 verse 37, where it says, Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. For this is the first and the great commandment. Now, talking about 39, say the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as what? Thyself. And verse 40 says, On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So this can be called the golden rules, the golden law. These golden law are things that govern our world, physical world you see, the affairs of the physical world. It also governs the affairs of the spiritual world. When I mean in the two kingdoms, the kingdom of God and the kingdom of Satan.
Wow.
So in the kingdom of God, which is the kingdom of light, he says, Thou shalt love your God, and thou shalt love your neighbor as you love yourself. So if you look at it in the other way around, in the opposite, would be hate your neighbor as you do what? Hate yourself. So this loving yourself means that you should first love yourself. After loving yourself, then you now use the standard you love yourself to love another. So if you don't love yourself, if you can hurt yourself, that means you will really hurt another. But if you can't hurt yourself, that means you can't hurt another. That is why he said you must use the standard yourself to love another. Okay. That's one. Now, I still throw more light on that. Loving thyself in this context means, it doesn't literally mean what people think it means. It doesn't mean selfishness. It does not mean selfishness. Okay. So it means yourself means it comes in different ways. Let me exercise on that. Yourself, when it comes to individuals in the world, I'm an individual, you are an individual. Yourself is you. That's yourself. Like I am myself. That's when it comes to individuals, persons. But when it comes to families, yourself is your family. Your family, that family you come from, is your family. You don't do good for another family when your family is suffering. You don't send somebody to school when your own is looking for who to send them to school. I have seen people that try to help others, buying bag of rice for others and that family, but they have never done that for themselves, for their own family. They don't love themselves because the Bible says it's a sin, because you have to love yourself first before you love another. Now, coming to the church, the communities, you love your community first. Because your community, when it comes to communities, yourself is your own community. So you love your community first before you do what? Love another community. Your community doesn't have boho, but you want to answer Odogu in another community by putting boho for them, doing charity for them, but you have never done any good thing. Charity begins at home. You see that? Yeah. That's the reason Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Your church is doing program, you leave your church to go to another church that is doing program. When you are committed in this place, you don't love yourself and you are going there. You're also going to serve God, but God will not take that glory because what? Your service is needed here in your home. To love yourself first before loving another. So self-love is not selfishness. It depends on the angle you understand it.
Okay. Wow, that is really nice and understanding. Okay, so I can now proudly say that loving myself is not me being selfish.
Yes.
Okay, sir, I still need you to tell me something about this self-love and in another aspect. You know, I used to hear that there are some people that looked at themselves and they'll be like, I don't really like the kind of person I am. I don't really like how I am created. Do you understand what I mean? So I really want you to tell me, because I think these things are also, let's come to individuals. Like individuals. Some people don't like their body, some people don't like the family they come from. And please, can you throw more light on this, like, so that we will understand more about this self-love, like you said before.
In that aspect of people body shaming themselves, people who are not proud of themselves, I think that has to do with confidence, lack of confidence.
Still in the self-love, right?
Yeah, it's lack of confidence. So because when you don't have that confidence in your ability, confidence in your beauty, you begin to misbehave. It will affect you psychologically and otherwise. Now, talking about somebody coming from a particular country or a particular state or a particular family, and the person wish to have come maybe from a more valued family. Yeah, the person should understand something, that there is a reason God placed him or her in that family. Because where you started, life doesn't really matter. What matters is what you are doing concerning tomorrow, concerning your end. So somebody can be born poor. It's not what really matters. What matters is what are the things you are doing right now that can change your situation, that can end the story well. So for somebody who is handicapped, somebody who is physically challenged, the person should accept that this thing have come to be. There's nothing you can do about it. And God is not responsible for making somebody like that. God is not responsible. These are factors, biological factors. Whatever that happened, the person should just accept, give God glory that he is alive. He or she is alive. Because that's the most important thing. And then find ways to enjoy the privilege of life given to him or her with gratefulness.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Okay,
welcome.
please, I really need you to, like you've already done, and I want you to please give a piece of advice to some people out there who has literally lost confidence in themselves, that have seen themselves like they are worthless, they can never be accepted, and like I just really want you to talk to them, make them understand that they can still love themselves, still be that they want to be, no matter what, no matter the situation and everything. Please, I really want you to talk to them.
Okay, you see, in that aspect, you must develop confidence in yourself. For example, you see somebody, I used to tell people, have you listened to those that sing? There are those that have very terrible voice. Yeah, but that voice they have, if they can steady that voice, maintain it, you know that no voice is bad. As long as they can maintain that particular thing, their voice. You see that? You know that it's not bad. Now, there's another experiment, social experiment I tried to carry out some time ago. Sometimes you can just wear something that is off. Maybe you wear a very big clothes and you wear it with confidence.